morning, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. I'm back here at Ciocca Lincoln in Lawrenceville, New Jersey to take a look at the first Lincoln on the channel here on Shabby's Rides. This is a 2022 Lincoln Corsair. So let's check it out. All right, the front end of this Lincoln, right off the bat, we have that big chrome grille with the Lincoln badge. We have LED headlights, LED daytime running lights on this Corsair, fully functional on the grille, top and bottom, but no fog lamps on the Corsair. All right, wheel and tire setup on the Corsair is a 19-inch aluminum wheel, standard brake and rotor package. Tire size 225, 55 series sidewall, 19s on these Michelin all-season tires. All right, full side profile on the Corsair, and it looks good for this compact SUV, right? This color is Asher Gray Metallic. I think it looks really nice. We have the silver trim top and bottom to give it a more luxurious look. We have gloss black on the side view mirrors, but overall, I like that strong body line going from the front fender all the way to the rear taillights. And overall, I think it's a very handsome looking compact SUV. As we move in closer, there is no flat black around the wheel wells. It is all painted body color, which I like. We have gloss black on the side view mirror, as I said. We do not have 360-degree cameras on this particular model. We are color matched on the front and rear door handles, left side fuel filler cap, gloss black on the shark fin antenna, and this particular one does have the panoramic sunroof. All right, the rear end of this Corsair, we have that roof spoiler that comes off the top, and then we have that pesky rear wiper on the bottom glass. I like to see Lincoln and Ford tuck those up underneath that spoiler coming off the roof to clean up that back end and also protect that rear wiper from the elements and car wash damage. The Lincoln badge in silver. Then we have the taillights, LED taillights as well. And as we move down, it's all body color till we get down to the silver trim on the bottom. And then we have functional dual exhaust on the Corsair. All right, we are at the engine, and what are we looking at? We're looking at a 2-liter EcoBoost inline 4-cylinder engine mated to an 8-speed automatic transmission. 250 horsepower, 275 pound-feet of torque, MPGs, 21 in the city, 29 on the highway, 24 combined. The engine will run on 87 octane, which is regular unleaded gas. However, in the owner's manual, Lincoln recommends you use at least 91 octane, which is super unleaded gas, for optimal engine performance. All right, we are inside the 2022 Corsair. And before we get started with the interior review, how much does it cost? Well, the way this one is optioned, MSRP $46,875. Let's check out the interior. All right, in the footbox, we have a nice large dead pedal, accelerator, and brake. All rubber, no real action going on here. This does come with the carpeted floor mats, which are in the cargo area. We have the nice door sill plate that says Lincoln in aluminum finish. And what we have for the seats, we have power seats for the driver and passenger in the front seats, looking nice. We have this nice light gray leather with cross stitch in the also light gray. Nice bolstering, very comfortable. I like the interior. All right, the door panels, we have soft touch material up top. We have a nice flat black design and along and in and around the chrome door handle. We do have, as you can tell, power seats are on the doors for your top and bottom part of the seat, as well as power lumbar, which is that top switch on the left. We have some gloss black around the switchgear, and we have a very nice and soft armrest. Moving over to the dash, we have soft touch material up top, some nice aluminum trim to break it all up. We're followed by the gray with the cross stitch, which is nice. We have some heat and air vents here, which look nice. And then down below, we have a nice large glove box. All right, infotainment time. We have that Ford 8-inch Sync 3 infotainment system with nav. Backup camera, nice and large, takes up the whole screen. Nice and clear with trajectory. We can add a phone. We can go into your audio settings. We can go into your phone settings. We can go into nav. We can go into our apps, as well as our vehicle settings, where we can hook up the phone via Bluetooth and all that other good stuff that comes with the nav here. Nice and responsive. You can pinch and make it bigger or pinch and make it smaller. So overall, a nice responsive system in this Corsair. Moving down, we have 2 heat and air vents here. You have the switch to turn off your parking sensors. You have another switch here for the auto stop start. And then you have the switch down here to actually turn on the backup camera if you want without engaging reverse. Down further, you have your push button for your transmission: park, reverse, neutral, and drive. So you push it down and off you go. So if I want to go to reverse, I push the switch down, I'm in reverse. Want to go back to park, I push the park button and it is back to park. That will take you through this 8-speed auto. Down below here, we have dual climate control for the front passengers, which is nice. We have 3-stage heated seats and 3-stage ventilated seats for the front driver and front passenger, which is nice. And we also have a heated steering wheel right here. So that's nice if you're living in the Northeast. We got some gloss black going on around here, but nothing too crazy. The Lincoln badge right here. Down farther below, we have a 12-volt, a USB-A, a USB-C, and then a nice felt area for some extra items. We have our Lincoln key fob right here. Looks like a Ford key fob. We have unlock, lock, remote start, open the tailgate, panic button, and then your Lincoln badge on the back. Nice weight, not too big. Then we have 2 cup holders. We have our drive modes, where we can select our different drive modes. I'll show you that when we're doing the dash. Then we have our electronic parking brake, a little spot here for change. We have a nice soft center armrest. And if we open this up, we have another felt snack tray and some spot for storage in here. All right, going to the Lincoln steering wheel, we have a nice leather wrap steering wheel, nice 10 and 2 notches. We have our Lincoln badge in the middle and the horn button. On the left, you have your controls for your cruise control. And on the right side, your phone and voice commands are up here with this button, which I find interesting that Lincoln puts your voice command button right on the 10 o'clock notch. So be careful you don't hit that and have the car asking you for a bunch of commands. You're going to have to get used to where you put your hands, since that voice command button is up here on the 10 o'clock notch. As we move down here to the bottom left, we have the button to pop the rear tailgate, and then we can brighten or dim our dash. Then we can set our headlights as well. So that's all right in this area. On the stalks, we have our bright lights and windshield washers. And then on the left here, you have your front and rear wipers. And we do have plastic paddles on either side to go up and down this 8-speed automatic transmission. As we move to the dash, we have a combination of analog and digital. Analog gauges for your speedometer and tachometer, as well as fuel and coolant temperature. And then we have that small 4.5-inch display in the middle that's going to give you, different information: miles per gallon, instant miles per gallon, range, and all that cool stuff. Tire pressure, that sort of thing. And then we hit the drive mode. So with your drive modes, we have Excite, which is responsive and engaging. And then we have Conserve for efficient driving. Then we have Deep Conditions for deep snow, mud, or sand. And those are the 3 modes. So we have deep conditions, and then we have slippery, and then we have normal. This dial is very, very touchy. I'm barely moving it and it's switching. So as you can see, there are a lot of modes here. So excite, conserve, normal, slippery, deep conditions, and that's it. But you just have to touch that a little bit or you're going to skip a whole bunch. So it's very, very sensitive. All right, back seat now in the Corsair. This is a 2-row SUV. Seat is set for my driving position. Nice leg room, nice headroom at 5'11", nice shoulder width room. Door panels, again, same design as the front. We have that soft touch material up top. We have that black design and silver trim around your door handle. And then we have gloss black on the switchgear. Overall, though, it's nice and roomy, and it's a little warm in here with that panoramic sunroof open. I think I'll close that up. All right, the console for rear passengers, as you can see right off the top, we have 2-stage heated seats for the 2 rear seat passengers with heat and air vents, which is nice. And down below, you got your connectivity right here with 2 USBs. Looks like USB-A's. Center armrest, just have to pull it down. Pull it down, you got 2 cup holders, and it's very soft, very nice. And we have the same seat design in the back as you have in the front. This nice light gray with the gray cross stitch. So the design theme is the same from the front to the rear, which is a nice touch. All right, rear tailgate. We can operate it from the dash or from the key fob, or you can come up here. And on the right side, there's a little button, you hit that, and nice electric assist on the way up and electric assist on the way down using that button. And we have a nice amount of room. Here are the carpeted floor mats right here that I'm going to get rid of for now so we can see all this nice room that we have in here. Open this up and we have our spare tire. Thank you, Lincoln, for providing a spare. And then right over here on the left side, we do have a 12 volt for connectivity. So if you have to go to the beach, blow up some rafts, or go camping, put up a cooker or anything, we got the connectivity right here in the back. And now to get the rear, the second row down, there is a power fold button right here on the right side with LED lighting on the inside as well. You hit the button that says left, and the left seat will automatically fall, and you have the button on the right, and the right seat will automatically fall. And now you have a lot more space for those larger items. So a lot of good usable space here in the back of this Corsair. All right, there's a lot of glare out here today, but this is the window sticker. I hope you can see it. So feel free, if you can, feel free to pause and check out all the options inside of this particular Corsair. Now let's head out on the road. All right, we are driving the Corsair. Just trying to angle the seat a little bit better for my driving position. We had to switch cars. The one that we just saw with the interior and exterior review had like no gas in it, had like a mild empty. So we switched out to the exact same spec, except it has black interior. And it has 50 miles of gas in it. So we're good to go for the drive, but we got the same exact engine power plant for this drive as we did on the other one. And right off the bat, it feels good. I mean, Lincolns are very comfortable. So that's not a surprise. We have a nice ride, with those sidewalls on here with the all-season tires. It's a nice smooth ride. It soaks up the bumps. It's well damped with the suspension. They did a nice job with the suspension tuning to keep this ride comfortable. It's very quiet. There are no rattles. There are no squeaks that you can hear. It's very, very quiet. I have the radio off, obviously, and you really can't hear anything from the engine at all, which is what I think a Lincoln customer comes to expect in a Lincoln product. So I think they've done a nice job there. liter EcoBoost engine, nice and responsive coming off the line on this compact SUV that runs right around 35, 36, 3,700 pounds, depending on equipment. But the 2-liter turbocharged engine gets it going, not a problem. And so that's good. The steering is very direct. Now, you're not getting a lot of feedback from the steering wheel, and I wouldn't expect a lot of feedback from the steering wheel on a car such as this one. You know, this is designed to get you around in town or around town or on a road trip in comfort, and that's what this car actually does. It's very comfortable. The seats are incredibly comfortable, and I like the fact that you have the separate lumbar control for your back, because if you are on a long road trip, your back is going to get tired, and being able to adjust that is you know, will help on the you know, long drives. But it is what I come to expect from a Lincoln, and that is comfort and refinement of this 8-speed automatic. It's very smooth. The shifting, you can barely feel when you're driving this down the road. We're in normal, where I expect most people will drive this car. They're not going to put it in sport normally and hoon it around the back roads. That's not what this is about. And I think it answers the bell on all of these different items that I have clicked off. The visibility, excellent out the front windshield, excellent out the rear view mirror. I have really nice side view mirrors, nice and large, that give me a good view. I do not have any blind spots at all. I got that nice panoramic moon roof that's over my head, which is you know, nice, and I think a lot of people like a moon roof in an SUV, especially the larger ones that go over the top of your rear passengers. Rear passengers. Now we're coming up with some road cutting construction. So overall, it is a nice package. Now, you're all going to holler at me in the comments, Mike, this Lincoln Corsair is just a blinged up Ford Escape. And you know what? The Corsair is based on the Ford Escape. No doubt about that. It's more expensive than a Ford Escape. No doubt about that. So I got you on that point. So what you just have to decide for yourself is this a better car for me to drive and feel in the car than an Escape? This is going to get you somewhere between $6,000 and $8,000 more than an Escape with the same options. So it is much more expensive, but in the grand scheme of premium compact SUVs, you know, we're almost at $46,000 or $47,000, excuse me, almost at $47,000 the way this is optioned. And you know, that puts it very competitively priced in the premium SUV market. So you know, I can understand the criticism about it being based on an Escape, but if you're looking at it against Mercedes-Benz GLC, right, which I think is a good competitor for this particular car, the Mercedes-Benz GLC 300 is going to be more money than this car. Do you get a lot extra from the Merc? That's, you know, personal preference. But I do think if you're in the market for a premium brand SUV, you ought to at least put the Corsair on your list to take a look at and a test drive. And I don't think that's too much to ask of anyone who's looking to buy a car. And so that's how I take a look at that. Now, do I wish Lincoln would have Lincoln-only cars? Absolutely. Are they going to move that way? I don't know. So it really, you know, all depends on the customer and what sells. And right now, SUVs sell. The Navigator sells. The Corsair and Nautilus sell. Right? So, and I think they're good cars. Unlike the Escape, right? With the 3-year, 36,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty, the Corsair is going to give you the 4-year, 50,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty because you're in a premium branded SUV. So that's how I feel about this car. And I think it's a good offering from Lincoln. Now, let me know your thoughts, what you would like to see in a premium SUV. You know, or the German Euro brands, you know, from BMW, Mercedes-Benz, Audi, you know, are they going to give you more of what you want? You're going to pay more, most likely. But let me know in the comments section below. Or are you a Lincoln fan? And do you own a Corsair? Or have you bought one? How do you like it? What do you like? What don't you like? I'd love to hear what you have to say. If you're in the premium market for a compact SUV, you know, what are you shopping for? You know, would you look at this Lincoln Corsair or, you know, as part of your search? Let me know about that. But as I leave you, we are going to take this up onto the highway and get this going on the on-ramp. Hopefully there aren't too many slowpokes behind me, and we'll see how this thing performs. We're going to bring this to a full stop. And now we're in first gear, and now we're going to go. And we got a lot of body roll there, not surprising with this sporty type of, or excuse me, non-sporty type. We're on the brakes into the next turn, and then coming up onto the highway, on the brakes into the turn. We got some body roll, but as far as the power, plenty of power to merge onto that highway, as I just showed you. Now we're on 295 and cruising at 70 miles an hour, not a problem. So the 2-liter does get it done. You do have other engine options in the Lincoln Corsair. You can go 2.3-liter inline-4 turbocharged engine, or you can go 2.7-liter turbocharged naturally aspirated V6 in the highest Corsair trim. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching today. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like. Please also consider subscribing and turn on that notification bell so you'll never miss another Shabby's Rides video. Again, I want to thank Liz over at Ciocca Lincoln in Lawrenceville for allowing the channel access to review this Corsair this morning. And again, thanks very much. We'll catch you all in the next video. Take care, everybody.